Ralph.
Hey Ralph, how you doing, buddy?
Okay, now that you had a little time to reflect, very little time to reflect, what was a particular highlight for you here for the 7th season?
Look, I love all the episodes. I was particularly fond of the one called The Party.
Right, just from a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I think that one was super funny. That one really made me laugh.
You directed that one.
I did, but just getting to watch, for example, Ty and Jesse, play that dynamic out. It felt really fresh, and I thought they just did it so brilliantly, and it really made me laugh. I was just laughing a lot.
The show is really good at blending the physical comedy stuff with the dialogue and the lines and all. How do you strike that balance?
Well, I think we just try to. That's more than a lot of shows do, and that's not a slam on them. Some shows are just about, we want full, balls to the wall comedy, and we always try to just balance it out a little bit and say, what is this episode about? Ultimately, what are we trying to say here? Because we think it's slightly more fulfilling if you can take an audience on that journey where they're both laughing really hard and then they suddenly surprisingly feel something and then you make them laugh again. That to me that's a great experience. When I experience that as a viewer, I'm grateful, and we hope to provide that for our fans.
And lots of life changes on the show this year with this gentleman retiring, with his daughter taking over, Alex going to college.
Yeah.
That's been the plan all along the way of making big changes.
Well, when you think about it, families change, and so it's one of the things that we, if we want to reflect it accurately, we got to change, with our growing kids, and people are shaking up their lives more now than they were in the past. I think, people would, in the old days, would have one job for, 40 years, and I don't think that's the case anymore. So it's good stuff to explore.
You and I always have to talk about Emmys. Have you thought about, if you're nominated for comedy series, which are going to be some of those 6 episodes submitted?
We've already had to start dealing with that through some press issues, and I think that there's usually some sort of process where we start polling all the writers and we talk about it and we debate and we try to figure it out. But there's no exact science, and everybody has their different favorites, and I don't know. Listen, again, in season 7, I'm just happy to be even potentially remotely tangentially in the conversation.
And where do you think this will go in terms of numbers of years?
I mean, if I had to guess, let me say that. My goal is 10.
In a weird way.
But more importantly, in terms of numbers, my goal is let's finish strong. So if that means we finish strong in 8 or 9, and that's what we feel like we got in us, then let's do that. I want to. I'd really like to honor the legacy of this show. I'd like to leave it strong and maybe leave the people wanting a little more rather than overstaying our welcome. So
that's another place where you have to just balance. You have to figure that out.
You got to figure it out, and it'll be sad, and we will cry, and I already don't want to think about it. But I think one of the great things about working on the show is that from the very beginning, everybody was incredibly appreciative of the lucky ride that we got to take. And we do think we're lucky to be here because things just magically come together or they don't, and so much of it is beyond your control. So we really do feel fortunate to be working on a show where we like the people so much, and we feel like we're doing good work, and that was very much true in the beginning, and that's typically true on all shows in the beginning, and it's rarely true after 7 seasons where everybody's just still happy to be there. That's the way we feel.
You're a very lucky guy.
Yeah, I am.
Thank you so much.
Good.